The central government's three-language formula under the 2020 national education policy has become a potent political issue in Maharashtra. A rising chorus against it forced the Devendra Fadnavis-led state government to backpedal on making Hindi the compulsory third language after Marathi and English in classes 1 to 5. The objectors ranged across the ideological spectrum and resulted in a rather rare reunion of cousins and political rivals Uddhav Thackeray and Raj Thackeray. But let's go back in time and talk about what role Marathis played in the political dynamics of Maharashtra and how language has been used as a political symbol over the decades. The roots of linguistic assertion in Maharashtra trace back to the Samyukta Maharashtra Movement of the 1950s. This movement demanded a separate state for Marathi speakers, distinct from the multilingual Bombay state. On November 21, 1955, one of the movement's bloodiest chapters unfolded. Around 4 lakh workers from Mumbai's mills, then Bombay, the mills, ports and municipal bodies marched to the Oval Maidan. Police opened fire on the protesters. 15 were killed, 300 injured. They became the first martyrs of the Samyukta Maharashtra struggle. This agitation culminated in the carving of Maharashtra on May 1st, 1960, a day still celebrated as Maharashtra Day. So a new state was carved out that affirmed Marathi not just as a language but as a political and cultural identity. 6 years after the creation of Maharashtra, Bal Thackeray laid the foundation for the Shiv Sena, a party that claimed to fight for the rights of the Marathi Manoos. Now, Thackeray believed that injustice had been meted out against the sons of the soil, especially in employment, and questioned the large number of South Indians in public sectors and banks through his fiery and very often divisive rhetoric. The idea caught the imagination of unemployed young people in the state, so the Shiv Sena became influential, perhaps the most influential political force, advocating the interests of Marathi-speaking people in Mumbai. By the 1980s, a demographic shift in migration patterns saw the Sena turn its ire towards North Indian migrants, particularly from Uttar Pradesh and Bihar, who were now seen as outsiders, cornering jobs and political influence. Of course, then there was the internal rift in the early 2000s in the Shiv Sena. Bal Thackeray bypassed his nephew Raj Thackeray, anointed his son Uddhav as his political heir, and so in 2005, Raj Thackeray quit the Sena. Next year, he went on to launch his own outfit, the Maharashtra Nav Nirman Sena, the MNS, which inherited the Sena's core ideology. One of MNS's earliest and most controversial campaigns was against non-Marathi signboards in Mumbai's shops. We saw a series of violent protests targeting establishments that failed to put up Marathi signage, asserting the language's primacy in the city's cultural identity. The MNS focused on migration, particularly the over-representation of non-Marathi speakers in Mumbai's economy. In 2012, activists staged protests demanding that court proceedings in Maharashtra be conducted in Marathi rather than English or Hindi. Similar campaigns have been launched for Marathi signboards on national highways, compulsory Marathi films in multiplexes, and the use of Marathi in digital governance platforms. So according to the 2011 census, while Marathi remained the most spoken language in Mumbai, its absolute numbers did fall. 2001, 45 lakh to 44 lakh in 2011. In contrast, you had Hindi speakers growing by nearly 40%. So the same comparison had 26 lakh in 2001 of Hindi speakers, and that grew to 36 lakh, so 10 lakh growth in a matter of 10 years. This demographic trend has deepened that sense of cultural displacement among Marathi speakers. Political parties, as always, have been quick to capitalize. The recent patch-up of the Thackeray cousins comes at a time when both parties are facing an identity crisis. The tried and tested Marathi Manoos plank could be key to their revival. Over the years, Marathi has successfully been turned into an emotive political issue of language. Maharashtra is headed into another electoral season of the local elections, and Marathi again is taking center stage.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.